Hello, dear friends. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We have come with another information that matters to us. Sure, we are in the weekend, and I want to advise you to just take time out in the weekend to rest and worship your God. I want to make it a routine on this channel to remind you of how important it is for you to worship God, especially on the Sabbath. But that's not why we are here. Today, Adadio Ramma was actually asking Prime Minister, he said, how are you doing it? How are you doing it that you are in Finland and men on ground are secretly obeying your command, following the tenets, everything you are telling them, secretly they are doing it, and they are having open victory. And despite the level of sabotage because of hunger in Biafra land, nobody knows what these men on ground are doing. Nobody knows that. They kept it tight, hold it firm, giving us victory, and we are rejoicing. Because we must have to stay alive, even in that Biafra land. It's our right, God-given right, inalienable right to stay alive. Anybody that say we will not stay alive, whether the person is government or whatever, my dear, fight that person with everything in you because it's your right to stay alive. This is the most recent broadcast of our Prime Minister. A lot of questions they were asking him, encouragement, and we have to keep our heads up when you are fighting and nobody is supporting you. You that you are fighting, you know why you are fighting, and you must have to fight on until the end is at sight. So let's hear our Prime Minister, and I'll be right back.
How manage? Kedu ka isi eme ya wụ ife? Kedu ka isi fọcha ya wụ n'onugbu ọcha nke ya ata ya ata? Nna m biko ị nwere ike ịkọwara anyị nwawu ndị gboo because onye ọbụla na Naịjirịa ọ ajụjụ ka manage. Thank you, Ukolo mmụọ.
Ada ndị bụ na ndị egere biko jụgharịkwa ajụjụ gị ahụ.
Ukolo mmụọ, ajụjụ m wasị m na anyị nwawu ndị Igbo siri ezigbote ike. Ataizi ịza ya ejebe aka nri anyị ejebe aka ekpe. Ịza ya ejebe aka ekpe anyị ejebe aka nri. Ya ka m na-asị, kedu nsi njem nwere onwe a banyere gị n'aka? Iweli ihe. Kedu ka isi akọmandị ndị angel anyị? Biafra Liberation Army. Ihe mụnwa ada ndị gboo na-akpọfa angel. Akọ angel kafawo. So, ya ka m na-ajụ sị, ọpụ na ịnọ nso ịnọ nọ Finland nọrọ ebe ahụ wee na-akọmandị Biafra Liberation Army angel. Ha wee na-eme ife ọnwụ na-erubere gị isi, na-enupụrụ gị isi, ya na-eme nnọọ ife ọnwụ na ịgwara fa because na ha na-eje na-emeriwu na ha na-ege gị ntị na-eme ife ịgwara fa mee na-atụghị egwu datị na rasị ọrụ after all na ịnọghị nso ọrụ nwekwe na ife ihe emefa na ịnọghị nso mana ya nwere ebe gbagwojuo m anya karịsịa and o nwere many people ọ gbagwojuru anya. So anyị na-asị biko ọbata obie isi na-ebu ogide ukolo mmụọ, kedu ka isi wee mee ya wụ ife? Kedu ka isi wee wụwa ya wụ onugbu ọchịchịcha anya o wee chaa nke a na-atị ya ata? Biko nwere ike ịkọwala because na since nji pụta ụwa afụbe m onye na outside the country wee na-control army nọ n'obodo ya mgbe ha wụrụ n'ife isi ike a amadati na zoo ji ego na-ebu na-akpagharị. Upon that, our Biafran Liberation Army wụrụ dachi. Biko nwere ike ịkọwara anyị how manage? Thank you.
Ndewo. Ndewo, ajụjụ gị amaka and ọ dị omimi, mana ihe m ga-aza gị bụ na ụkwarụ oge ya ọ daa. Oge Chineke ruru ihe na-ekweghị omume ga-ekwe omume. Abụọkwana m onye izizi mere ya. Queen Elizabeth mere ya, or Queen of England. Ọkwa nọ United Kingdom wee send their in those days. Obia chiba Nigeria, Bakoba Nigeria. Mecha ga mba ndị ọzọ wee chia. Ọ n'ebe ahụ na.
Mana o sendịrị mmadụ.
Mana o sendịrị mmadụ. Anyị na-amụta ndị a o sendịrị ha nọkwa n'ebe ahụ. Anọghị. So anyị na-add onye nwa mere anyị ji wee kpọọ the liberation of Biafra with a multi-dimensional approach. Ịghọtago? Anyị amụtana ihe ha mere karịkwuo ha sef tinyekwuo ọjara. So we were applying these mechanisms, and then at the same time mmụọ Biafra ndị niile nwụrụ anwụ egburu n'afọ Nigeria ha ncha niile gbakọtara ebe nnọọ wee kwadobe m, and mmụọ ahụ ka ihe niile na-arụ Biafra ọrụ ji aga. So you can't beat it. Unu na-anya n'afọ na ya nara aṅụ iyi. Ịghọtago? Anyị nara aṅụ iyi na gọọmenti. Ihe anyị na-aṅụ bụ iyi anyị na Chineke, anyị na Chukwu okike abịa m. So onye pụta ịrụ ọrụ gọọmenti ọrụ ọ bụrụ ihe o kpebiri ya na chi ya. Ịghọtago? Anyị amarọ nke bịa ṅụọ ọrụ Simon ekpe iyi ka ha si wee deceive onye ndu mgbe ahụ wee sị ndị IPOB ṅụbe iyi. And agwago m everybody that ihe gbasara iyi IPOB abụghị onye ndu wepụtara ya. Unu enwere idea. Ọ bụghị onye ndu wepụtara iyi IPOB. Ebe a nọ wee kpaa iyi IPOB bụ na Spain, and ndị wepụtara ya bụ omio ha. So onye ndu was not even aware of this iyi. Na ha mechara that meeting na Spain. All the coordinators ga na Spain wee mechaa meeting wee bute asị onye ndu oke na onye ọbụla ga na-aṅụ iyi wee bute ya ripepa wee mee ya approve sị oke na nsogbu adọrọ ọ bụ na etu a ga-abụna nke a ka agaba. So ọ bụrụ adịghị onye ndu. Ịghọtago? Mana n'ezie nụ kịta today ebe iyi ahụ bujere onye ndu, ndị ndu ahụ ṅụrụ iyi na ha ga-ebute Biafra mee ka ọkwa ha nwarịrị ya wee chire ego tinye n'akpa. Ka na-anụ ọgụ ka Biafra ghara ịbịa. Ka na-asị na istedi Biafra ga-abịa na onye ọbụla nwụọ. Istedi Simon Ekpa ga-enweta Biafra nọ na gịnị na-aghasa ya. Ndị ṅụrụ iyi for Biafra, and ihe ha ṅụrụ bụ anyị ga-arụ n'ọgụ Biafra wee nweta ya. So anyị anaghị eme ụdị ahụ. Ihe anyị nọ bụ ihe Chineke na Chukwu okike abịa ma na mmụọ niile ndị Biafra wepụtara si that na onye ọbụla ji obi ọchị ya. Surprise. Mana ajụjụ ahụ unu na-aga na-ajụ ihe unu na-achọkwa nchọpụta unu agaghị achọpụta ya until Biafra abịa. Ndewo.
Ukolo mmụọ biko aka nwere otu ajụjụ nchọrọ ịjụ. Ukolo mmụọ na ịma na ndị ụchụ ga-eje tinye protest gụnwa wee bịa tinye sit at home 4 days wee jọmpụọ the first day ahụ ndị a tinyere protest ya were tinye ihe na second, because na achọwa second first ụtata ekwesịrị imekwa, mana ịbịa jọmpụọ ya wee tinye na second, which na o nwere reason. And mma like ka ịkọwala anyị reason. And another one wụ na since ịbịa daa ka nji akpọgo ukolo mmụọ ịdana si that na o nwekwa ibe gbasara ndị Igbo na protest, onye na-protest na ọ na-ejela onwe. Ndị ụchụ na-abụzi na ndị ụchụ niile na-arịpụta ma nke igwe nke na-akwụ n'elu nkume akwụbevo before wee kwuo gwa ndị Igbo emere sit at home. Ha ncha niile na-apụtagasị na-asị ọ gịnịzi mee, because ụdị ibe emetụbeghị before. Ha ncha niile ịpụta nnọọ na-ekwuzi aka ka ya wụ oke ukolo dasịa. Ha ncha niile na-apụta. So achọrọ m ịma kedu ihe kpatara ha nwere ndị ụchụ jizi wee pụta instead ha ya eton against maka ihe ọbụla na-eme. Ha na-asị datị na aka m adịghị ya, nke ọbụla ikwo na aka m adịghị ya. So mụnwa na-emezi expect na ha ya abịakwasị unu ya manifest maka na ukolo mmụọ ekwuo na no manifestation for ndị Igbo. Kedizi ana m ajụzi ihe ukolo mmụọ biko ụzọ ibe na-aba. Number 1, kedu ibe iji wee jọmpụ tata jọmpụ first etinye ihe. Second, kedizi ibe kpatara ndị ngwuriongwu a ji wee pụtabazikwazi kịta na-ekwu no manifestation. Ukolo mmụọ biko ị nwere ike ịkọwara n'ahịa biko ọbata obie.
Dike kọchakwana ihe o ji bụrụ ebube. Ịma na ọdọrọzikwana ma ọbụkwana ihe niile dike na-eme ka ọ ga-akọwa. Mana I am very happy that a lot of people notice that I jump 1st of August. The reason I jump 1st of August ahụ bụkwa ihe zoro ezo.
Yes.
Ọ ihe dị omimi.
Yes.
Ọ dị very omimi. So ka ndị mmadụ wee malụkwa that na government of Biafra abụrụkwanụ etu ndị Nigeria si edebe ya, na anyị chọrọ ihe a chọrọ bụ iprotect ndị be anyị, iprotect ndị Biafra, imeke sure that na onwere onye na-anwụ na Biafra, ka anyị minimize all the casualties ndị Biafra ndị Nigeria na-eme anyị. Mana ihe meziri ede ji wee benwee nke ikpeazụ bụ na ha dị overwhelmed with the force of Biafra. Ọ bụchana everybody is overwhelmed upon agha niile agbalụ for many years now. Anyị apụta mgbe anyị chọrọ ịpụta wee pụta n'igwe, ọ na-ahịọ gwodo, ọ na-ahịọ. And the message I sent yesterday na Douglas House, Ikonso House, is for how amarụ na anyị dị close, na ya gabe there na time erube, na time ya na-abịa. So ọ dara gwogwo there yesterday.
Yes, I pray.
Ndewo. Ndewo.
Anyị kwugo n'azụ, o nwere ife na-emenụ.
Thank you.
Ana m ekele gị ka isi were asụsụ ndị gboo wee zaa ndị mbụ na ndị egede kọwakwarafa maka na fa anaghị anụ oyibo. Adị m happy otu isi were asụsụ ndị gboo wee kọwara anyị nwawo ndị gboo na ndị gboo nọ ọbancha niile wee na-aghọta wee esokwa ndị oke mmụọ, ndị ọbata obi, ndị kolokwu.
Thank you. MID, over to you. MID is not ready. Clara Dims, over to you. Clara Dims.
Thank you, my minister. Thank you, my PM. Thank you, Obato Bie, for coming out this evening. I knew you were going to do that. Thank you very much. I'll go straight to my question. My question is regarding the Chief of Army Staff. This is the second time he's come on the Nigerian television media on a one-to-one question, and he's bringing out a threat on Biafrans, especially those of us who are living in the diaspora. Well, when they asked him, he was on a one-to-one interview with a journalist called Babajide Otitoju. He said, Babajide asked him, let's talk about the Southeast. Obviously, everything in the Southeast, he has refused to talk about the jihadist army that he's bringing into the Southeast and the terrorists and how they are falling every day and they are being neutralized. All he said was that it is all criminality. He comes out, this is the second time he's doing this. He comes out and paints a picture of ritual, drug, and things like that. And the one thing he was bad about was about funding. He's thinking he wants to strangulate the funding. He said, we are on cyberspace, and I'm quoting what he said, we are picking them up, we are profiling them, and we'll soon be picking them up. They are all over the place. They are the one funding our freedom. So I just want to ask you that because it's now becoming of him, every time he's coming and he's putting all these lies out. He's talked about rituality as well, bringing all these lies out. Maybe you have anything to tell our people that he's just playing to his audience and not referring, and we have what we are doing. There's nothing illegal about what we are doing. It's just something I wanted you, that if you can just say something about it for people, just to reassure our people and everything. I know people are not listening to them because the funding is actually getting better and better, and you should be able to know that. Thank you. That's all I need to say. And congratulations, Biafra, because today, the blessed day, 1st of August, 2024, has been a remarkable day, a day that we have made a statement to the Nigerian zoo and to international community that we are Biafrans and we are not Nigerians and we are not taking part in their charade that is going out there. Thank you very much, my Prime Minister.
Thank you very much. As a matter of fact, Musa is a terrorist commander, and that's what he remains. And so, of course, I will call on Biafra to disregard whatever that he's saying. He's just trying to create fear on our people, and our people are too wise to fall for that. You know what they do is that when they want to do something, they profile you, they give you all manner of bad names, they call you terrorists, they call you criminals and all that. Just take example of what happened in Kenya. When Kenya people started protesting, they profiled them, called them criminals and all that, yet they did not go ahead in enacting the law that the people were protesting against in Kenya. So please, our Biafra people should disregard this nonsense, profiling you to, give you a bad name and in order to leave Biafra. Do not listen to Musa. Musa is a terrorist, and any day we see him in Biafra land, we will target him specifically anywhere he is. Any day Musa is coming to Biafra land, please, anybody that have that knowledge to pass it to the Biafra Defense Forces, will have a special operation for him. He's one of the wanted list in Biafra government, and we must eliminate him any day he steps his foot in Biafra land. We can't allow a terrorist like that to come to our land and go back free. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much, my Minister of Information and my Prime Minister. Thank you for your good work, sir. Ononambe Chulo, one. Ononambe Chulo, anu kankampi. Atakata awosia, malo ilo yokola for 1 year. Mina riugu. Atakata awosia. The good guy, the light bearer, Njoku, the man that have come to take us out of darkness to the light. Thank you, my Prime Minister and Secretary for winning him. Thank you so much. I love you.
Thank you.
All right. It's me again. It's me again. It's your time. It's me again. Are you there?
Yes, good day, PM. This is not part of the question, but you made reference of it. You say this site should be cut out for further reference and replay, especially to the media team. About the place you talked about, Kataism, because after this kind of war that we are into, there is necessity for Kataism where every grievance will be eased, especially towards the people. But one day in one Nigerian space that you came, you talked about the method of the South Koreans towards those who developed COVID deliberately in supporting their freedom. There were some privileges that was taken from them, and like tax, they were given higher tax. He talks about that kind of measures taken when Biafran comes. Are you still in that position? Why giving out them what you said this evening?
Of
Thank
course. Thank you very much. Of course, that is our position. But you must understand that it is completely different from rebuilding a nation, reconciliation, and reintegrating the people back to the system. So that position have not changed. But at the same time, when you are having a policy that will favor those who have supported the Biafra liberation up to the point of declaration and the restoration of independence, of course, you have to understand that in as much as you want to somehow punish those who have not supported the Biafra struggle, it does not mean you are going to kill them. It does not mean they are not going to be part of Biafra. But like I said, reconciliation and rebuilding the Biafra nation will be the priority of the government. So we will design a policy that will checkmate these things, and it is not going to be anti-human. I think that's going to be the right word. Our policy and program will not be anti-human. But yes, I still maintain that stance. Thank you.
Okay, like I said, this is not part of the question, so there won't be a follow-up. But there have been great concern around concerning your lobbyist. When I say your lobbies, I mean the Biafran government in exile. They are publicly showcasing them and you are posting them. Given the case of Bruce Finn and then one other thing that the Nigerian government hijacked, although the reality.
It's me again. The Prime Minister has addressed that issue before, so let that not be a case that should bother you. If you have another question, you can go ahead. But forget about our lobbies.
Okay, no
You have another
problem.
question?
Okay, let me stop here then.
Okay, thank you. And this should apply to every Biafran. If you know what the Biafran government is doing, we don't need you to be worried about the plus and minus of what the lobbies will be. No, we've gone past that stage. Allow it to the government. We know how to handle it. But that shouldn't be a case for you to go out there to discuss in the space or anywhere you are. Be worried about how much you can raise to support the government for us to acquire more weapons, not how the lobbies will fall out. Okay, we go over to Biafra Unite. Over to you.
Thank you, Mazi. God bless you.
Biafra Unite, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. I'm here. I can hear you.
Biafra Unite. Emeka Socrates.
Thank you, Mazi. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mazi Akbarawa?
Okay, I can hear you now. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right. Thank you. Your Excellency, Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, thank you for everything that you're doing. Thank you for your gallantry. Thank you for your bravery. Thank you for everything. Because, like as I said before, you must understand that Biafrans are with you. Makanandi Igbo si na onye nna ya dịnyela oli na-eji ọkpa agbawado without looking back. So I have some questions and I'm going to go straight to them, and I would like to ask them one after the other because I believe they are very, very important questions. So the first one is about our 4 days lockdown. Excuse me. We understand the main purpose, or should I say the main reason of declaring these very 4 days lockdown in entire Biafra land is for or should I say, is because of the news that we received concerning the health of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the way the DSS, the terrorist organization known as DSS, denied him access to his medical doctor. That is what, generated or what got every one of us mad, that made you declare that very 4 day sit at home, which is number one. And inside of it, we still have other reasons for the sit at home, which is also among our self-referendum, and also to show the world that we are still, in support or believing in the leadership of your leadership, and of course the Biafra Republic government in exile. So, but since the health of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the denial to his personal doctor is the number one reason of the declaration of this very 4 day sit at home, and is ending tomorrow. Tomorrow being Friday is the last day for this very 4 day sit at home. So my question is this: in case if it ends tomorrow and we still have the news that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not been taken to the hospital, remember after the declaration, after you declared it, less than 24 hours of the declaration, they quickly and hurriedly allowed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu access to his medical doctor. But our barrister still let us know that the medical doctor has advised that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu being taken to hospital for a proper treatment. So, but we didn't listen to that. We still went on with our sit at home, our lockdown. So if tomorrow, peradventure, they refuse to allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu being taken to hospital for a proper treatment, are we going to do something more in respect to that? Not that we are not doing every other thing for our freedom, but in respect to that point. That is the first question. Thank you. I still have 2 more questions to go.
Yes, we are going to do something more. And what we are going to do is to start attacking civilly the government facilities within Biafra land, making sure that the eviction will start. So if you think that it is going to end in these 4 days at home, which is actually targeted at government facilities and government houses and all that, then the person is joking. We are going to come with more stringent measures. And you know, when I use this word, stringent, those who are Nigerians get mad that look at, he is using stringent. He's going to have another more hard thing to come to Biafra people. What we are doing is not targeting on Biafra people, but you can't detach Nigeria from them. So somehow it affects them, but the target is the Nigeria state. And that is the price our people are paying. So yes, we will come with more stringent measures. But this time around, if you notice that our sit at home is shifting from just everybody to government facilities and offices. Thank you.
Exactly. Thank you for that wonderful answer. And now my second question is, in one of your tweets yesterday, you said, the way these terrorists are threatening protesters because we have made it clear that Biafrans will not protest, we may change our mind in the last minute. And of course, they will disappear once we come out. So you went on to say, I was NSAS protesters. If you try to buy any Biafra this time, you will watch us burn everything down. So my question here is, for the fact that you said in the first and second paragraphs that we might change our mind. So my question is, do you have any plan of, announcing in the public and asking Biafrans to join the protest in the long run? Thank you. That is the second question. Hello, am I being heard? Can anybody hear me, please? I don't know if the problem is from my side, because I can't hear anything anymore. Okay, I think I have to refresh because I can't hear anything from the space. It's quite unfortunate.
It's Young Flags on the beat.
The silver jacket body with Biafra gun. Umokoko, mad people everywhere. Dara. What you don't know is bigger than you. 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 Hey, he don't make me oh gaga. He don't make me oh gaga. He don't make me oh gaga. This yogi, he don't make me oh gaga. The worst thing you can do to a black man is to turn the black man through. The worst thing you can
Are studying the situation very well, very closely. And as you all can see, the entire Biafra land is calm, very, very calm. So we choose the kind of fight we fight, and we choose wisely. So we will not endanger the life of any Biafran in the name of protesting for Nigeria. Never, never, not under my watch. But what we are going to do is that changing our mind means that we are watching and analyzing this protest very, very closely, and we may change our mind. And that changing our mind remain and Biafra first. So once the thing touch a Biafran, that's when that changing of our mind will come to play. So for now, we will continue to analyze the situation, watch them from behind and from the side until further notice. And if we change any mind and decide to do something, if it is something that is going to be public, we will let you know. If it is not public, we will go with the flow. Thank you.
Okay. Sorry, I lost the connection, but given the response from you, that means you had my second question because I lost the connection in the middle. Okay. The third and the last question at this very point in time is, there is a tweet you made a couple of hours ago, if not minutes, whereby you pasted a screenshot from 1KC, which he said, "I am sick and tired of hearing no single protest in Southeast, no venue for the protest, no single Igbo is protesting in Southeast. What happened now?" He said here, this is what got my attention, and of course, what necessitated this very question that I'm about to ask. He said, "What happened to Yorubas in Southeast? Abino single Yoruba de Southeast? Can't they come out and protest? Are they not Nigerians too?" So you posted it with, "You get the point," as a question. So now, it is in the open that the Biafra Republic government in exile has banned any protest in the Biafra territory. So, and the whole world is aware that we are not protesting. I don't have to go on and on listing the reasons because the reasons are there in the public. But it is banned. Nigerian protest is banned in Biafra land, especially these very end bad governance protests. Not because we don't want to end bad governance, but we cannot support anything that will better the zoo. We want to crumble the zoo completely for the exit of Biafra. So my question is, in any occasion that this Mr. whatever they call him, KC, is talking to the Yorubas, the Northerners in Biafra land, in any way they decide to rubbish your order, not just your order, but the stand of the Biafra Republic government, that there should be no protest, no zoo protest in Biafra land, and they decide to come out to make caricature of our stand, do we have anything in place to counter this, please? Thank you. And that's going to be my last question.
Share the decrease. Are they not aware that we are different? No, I'm asking you. Are they not aware that we are different?
They are fully aware.
Are they not aware that we are the only people that have government in exile? We are the only people that have de facto government in the whole land, in the entire Nigeria. Are they not aware? So, share the decrease. That's all I have to tell you. I believe this have answered you.
Yeah.
We are the only people that have government in exile. We are the only people that have de facto government in the homeland. We are the only people that have defined our way of life, self-determination. We are the only people governing ourselves inside Nigeria as we wait for declaration. We are the only people that are fighting war with Nigeria. And we are the only people that are being bombarded with aircraft, fighter jet, and we are repelling the Nigeria state. So can they do that?
Never.
All right. So why would they come out? Chris? Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. I'm going to yield my microphone at this very point in time. Thank you so much. God bless you, and God bless everything that you are doing as we march towards of course, the declaration of the Republic of Biafra. Thank you. Thank you, everyone in the house.
Thank you. Warrior Queen, over to you.
Ekpo Duma, I greet you, sir. Ekpo Duma in my dialect means blow of King Kong. That King Kong. That is Ekpo Duma, I greet you, sir. Ekpo Duma in my dialect means blow of King Kong. That King Kong. That is the name I call you in my dialect, in my Godomikodo language. May God continue to bless you, to guide you. Am I coming out?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. May God continue to guide you, to give you more strength. And I pray that the wisdom, your wisdom will exceed. You have already exceeded the wisdom of Solomon, and it will continue to exceed it. And everybody will come out and confirm it. All the tongue will confess, and they will sing, and they will go to their knee and say, yes, Simon Ekpa is the man God sent to come and deliver us from the hand of the terrorist Nigeria. Because in Nigeria, when we were in Nigeria, because for me, Nigeria is a past tense already. When we were in Nigeria, we were slaves. But now, you have come to take us out of Nigeria to be free, to be a freeborn citizen of Biafra. God will continue to bless you for that. I greet my Minister for Information and every honorable in this platform. May God continue to bless every one of you for the support you are giving to our Prime Minister. I remain your one and only Biafra warrior queen. So I just want to, I don't have question. I don't get question because I know say everything that our Prime Minister gets for plan for Biafra is the right thing. I know that he's doing the right thing for us. So I don't get question. But I just want to contribute small things. Like for some people that are asking who is our Prime Minister. I want to tell them, say, our Prime Minister na coconut. EV. For our Benin language, Edo language said, I can Nobody in this world can come out and tell us how water enter inside coconut. So if that question comes to your mind to know who our Prime Minister is, our Prime Minister na coconut na it be. You can never detect how water enter inside coconut. That is for that. And for some of our brothers and sisters, to ask questions, they're very good though. They're very good to ask questions. When they ask about after the declaration, how are we going to engage? How are we not going to engage? But I not still forget because I was live in that convention. When I don't forget, say our Prime Minister, he talk for that convention, say when he is going to declare Biafra, there will be no one Nigerian terrorist on uniform to shoot gun. I don't know if you people remember this. I think, there's so many of us, we go just see new thing where they happen. We go forget every lesson, everything our Prime Minister don't tell us. So he said when he is going to declare Biafra, when we declare Biafra, when he will declare Biafra restoration, there will be no one Nigerian terrorist to shoot any gun in Biafra territory. And me, I remain with that. But should the case, they still carry their strong head come. We are all ready. We want to let one Nigerian terrorist know, say, all of us, me, I be from Edo, from Oriomo. I'm from Oriomo. So, to know that after the declaration of our freedom from Nigeria, we are not going to leave the work for only, they are thinking that the army, we are not going to leave the work for all our liberation army. We are going to adopt the techniques, not be only South Korean techniques or Japanese techniques we want to adopt to the law to punish those enablers, our Biafra that are enabling the one Nigeria terrorists. No, we are going to adopt the techniques of Israel, where old woman, old papa, old mama, everybody will carry gun. Me, I go join carry. If one Nigerian say they get strong head, they don't want to come out before the declaration day. Me, I go join carry gun. I don't go for my training. So if you have the possibility to go for training, to know how to handle that sugarcane, to know how to handle AK-47, go train yourself home, because we are not going to leave the work for our liberation army. At least we will see the support there. You go there your backyard, you go hold your AK-47 near your body, because if you don't know how to shoot them, how you go say hold am? Fear not go even let you carry am, because you dey fear. May you not go take mistake shoot your pikin or your neighbor. So you need to learn, practice how to handle that thing, please. There is no old age. Go to Israel, when the Hamas attack them, you go see everybody, all of the carry gun. They all come out to support their government. We are not going to leave everything for our liberation army or for Simon Ekpa or for the Bridging. No, start training yourself, because we are going to stand. When you go farm, all your AK-47. When the Nigerian terrorist army see you, they go run. They don't say yes, you know how to operate it. So my brothers and sisters, Biafra is here already. And another thing, I want to talk to my Edo people. Mona, just give me 1 minute. May I talk to my Edo people? May I tell them, say, if they announce Biafra territory is not only Igbo. Biafra territory starts from Edo State. It starts from Edo State. So when they say sit at home, sit down for us. Like me, I can 100% guarantee that all my family members, they have been observing this sit at home. I want all of them. If anything happen, when I not carry my phone, call me. If una send me message, I see say now because of una go outside because of this during this sit at home, I not go answer anybody. And all of them, they sit at home. So my brothers and sisters, if you know you are from Migodo, you are from Edo State, from Benue, it's already Biafra territory. We cannot leave everything for our east, southeast, for our hinterland. No, we are all in one canoe. We all of us, we do now one canoe, all of us today. So may we start to pay the canoe when we reach our destination. Upon say for me, we don't already did there. Thank you, my honorable Prime Minister. God will continue to bless you. All your enemy. If you do some Waladian, Oviedo, Emeki, Ovio Corion, Eiki, Waladian, Wawe, a sit at home. Every Saturday, my fundraising. Now, Yahweh Jobone, a liberation army. Nuwaladian, I will $1, I mean $1, I mean $2. Even though it is $1 no, or market regbe, or my equalogbe, Nuwaladian, Nuwasu ni ne a Biafra government no re, you see, a Biafra government no re, Nuwasu anigonia, Nuwami ni na so adele having sideways mean a bullet. So that me and I a liberation army, the border woman from Aushi is our border from that Edo State. We need a liberation army in that area. But you cannot wait for the same people that have been fighting for this, because we just joined now. We cannot wait for the same people that have been fighting from the Genesis to come out, spark their same people. They are the same people donating all the money doing everything, fighting. The most people, highest number of people that died for this, that have been dying for this struggle, they are still the highest. We cannot wait for them to, after the declaration, to come and put their liberation army in our border. No, we need to start donating so that we can have enough equipment to equip our liberation army that we have been training in Edo, in Igodomigodo territory, all over Igodomigodo. Come out, my Edo Igodomigodo people. You know you are from Maunshi, you are from Mesa, you are from Edo, speaking Igodomigodo. Come out, and every Saturday we have fundraising. Walajani wado so anigo. Ni mami na igagbon ya dele mi je abe so jari mabo, so that they will stay in our border. Please, that is what the message I have for my Godomigodo people in abroad. Thank you, my Prime Minister. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk to Godomigodo Biafra. Minister for Information, God bless you. I need my mic here.
Thank you, Warrior Queen. MID, are you there? MID, are you there? Emeka Socrates, over to you. Emeka Socrates.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Sonia Parawan. Thank you, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Actually, I don't have any questions because I asked my questions privately. I have the access somehow if I want to pass messages or want to ask Prime Minister questions. Even you, Sonny, I also have, I'm very much deep in your own area, in your own state, even in your own hometown. So can always ask you my private questions. I just want to thank the Prime Minister for being who he is. I spoke to him last when he was using the app, and I told him something. Yeah, all we need, he has to be consistent, persistent, resilient, tenacious. The truth made him, and the truth is keeping him. And that truth is prevailing because no one can overcome the truth. He has, if I go a bit into my own language, or for anybody holding Ofo has a supreme power of justice. So he has it, Ofo to Ogu. So as long as he continues that way, every power will fall before him. Anybody he curses is cursed. The person he blesses is blessed. The truth has made him, and the truth will keep him. Anyone that deserves that curse that person, and he's cursed for life. That's just what I want to say. I can always reach you, Sonny. I have one of my boys. He's with me, so I can reach you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Wachineke. Gentle Hero, are you there? Gentle Hero.
Yes, I'm
All
here.
right, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Master Simon. I just have a few points. One, I want to congratulate you on talking less, doing more. I just like that. I like to live a very simple life, and I like to take people by surprise. That's one of my own way. I love Mazinam Dekano, but I think that some things he shouldn't be letting outside. He does let them go outside. Two, I have 3 points that I want to issue. Number one is on transport. Transportation is very important. Something about logistics, we cannot joke with it. Like, even with this whole thing we are doing, we have to take it so seriously. Logistics is just one of the things that easily crumble, like in terms of difficulty, say war, economy, and whatever you might want to say. So we should have a stable logistics that cannot be affected by anything whatsoever. It's one of the things that we have to take seriously, like invest so much, you need to protect it, make sure it's serious. Like what I'm saying in essence, I have a little glimpse of what I'm trying to say. If we're able to understand the people who are into transportation, identify all of them, if there's some special kind of identification, special kind of codes, our logistics should be top notch. nothing should affect our logistics. I want you to look into that and think about what I'm saying seriously, because if going forward, anything we're doing shouldn't be affecting our logistics, because it's going to affect our economy, it's going to affect our health, it's going to affect a lot of things. That is number one. Number two is on the economy. Anything that has to grow our economy, we shouldn't joke with it. I understand that we have days that we have to be off, but we should also have the days that we are able to work. We have to work assiduously to promote our economy. Our economy should be one of the things that also keeps us viable, because if the people are not, like, say, we have very hungry people, that's why you say something people don't really understand, people don't really care, or are not able to give you the full or maximum support. So we should also top up on our economy. I know you're doing a lot, I understand, I see a lot, and I commend you on that. I would commend you on that economy, even though we should have economic perseverance. But there are people we should also try to support, make sure they are stable. All those who are like the peasant traders should be able to be stabilized. We need them at the most dearest point. Then the final one is on health. In warfare, you cannot joke with health. Okay, there are basic ones where we can, people go out to the war front and all that. We should be able to train them to a certain basic skill level they should be operating from. So they should have like basic stuff, like basic life-saving skills, cardiopulmonary resuscitation, CPR, emergency medicine. We have casualty care, casualty under fire. It's a lot of things under this emergency medicine, which I can come in and give what I know, a little bit of what I know, and the ones I don't know, I can ask for people who know better. I mean, in terms of warfare. So these are the things that I want us to look into, because for me, I feel that we are lacking a little bit in these things. Let us organize this sector. This for me is one of the key things that will help us to be successful. And when we start improving much more on these three aspects that I talked about, we'll see a lot of changes in other aspects. I understand the psychological aspect. I'm not so good at that, even though I have a little understanding. But it's also the one that I would say the PM is doing very, very well. He is doing very, very well. At least I have seen from the resiliency so far that our people can actually sit back and not go to trade and still survive. It's one of the things that you have to study, because this thing now we thought it would be impossible. But now today we can see, everybody can see. It's not like, oh, they can't hold back and not survive. But it's a lie. It was a lie that have been told for ages, and the people have proven them wrong this time. So this is one of the areas I will commend the PM is doing so well on that. Like mental resiliency, I would say. That's a mental resiliency, because if you don't have a mental resiliency, you can't even handle economy. You can't handle political power, political will, sound political will. So he is very, 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 very good at that. I'm still studying him and still learning more about him, and I also apply it to my personal life, and that is fantastic. It also improves economy, because if you have a mental resiliency, understand who you are, understand what you are going for, understand the value that you present, it will help you stand out and clear from the rest of the people. So this is where I round it up. Just a recap. One is transportation. I want us to do a lot about transportation. I would say transportation logistics together is something that we cannot joke with. We have to protect all our people who are into that business. For us to be viable enough, we have to protect them with everything we have. I mean, everything we have. Second is economy. We have to not, mess around with the peasants, the people who are at the bottom. We should support them as much as we can, because they are the ones who will carry us, even though we kind of sink a little bit. Then finally, it's the health. So those are the three areas. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for that wonderful speech you made. Let me also remind you that everything you said here is very wonderful. Hearing them is very, very good, sound very good, and of course, It's the dream of the Biafra government to make these challenges, solve these problems, and make the life of our people much easier. But we have all the structures in place to make all this concern very possible. The transportation, those that needed support. But it is not possible under Nigeria. What we need at this point is finance, resources to fund the liberation of Biafra. Everything you just said here is just a very secondary thing. It's not even a big problem. Once we have independent state, we fix those things within 1 year. Within 1 year, I'm telling you the fact, within 1 year, we fix everything. This concern you have now is not even a concern to us. But what matters now is that we need to get this freedom first, and everything will fall in place. It is impossible to protect everybody while we are still under Nigeria. It is impossible to give protection to our transporters, logistics, while we are under Nigeria and under occupation of Nigeria state. It is impossible to protect every Biafran when Nigeria terrorist army have roadblock, checkpoint in our land. It is impossible to protect our people when you have police under Nigeria state in our land. So I want you to understand that any day and any time we are able to chase these criminals and these terrorists away from our land, this concern you are raising now will be solved 50%. Just by them leaving our land, we solve the problem 50%. It may interest you that the kidnapping happening today in some part of Biafra is being facilitated by the Nigeria terrorist army and police. That is a fact. Not only Biafra land, in other part of Nigeria. Anywhere where terrorists attack any village today, Nigeria military involvement and their hands must be there. So you can't have a free southeast and south-south, a free crime southeast and why you have Nigeria army and Nigeria police. It's impossible. So our focus is to raise money to fight these criminals and terrorists and make sure we evict them and ban them from any entry into Biafra territory, even before declaration. My plan is to see this happen before declaration. But after declaration or before declaration, it did not happen. After declaration, we want to see people get serious in funding the liberation of Biafra. This requires resources. It is not just enough with this our weekly fundraising. We need heavy donors. All these ideas are good. All these speeches are good. But without finance, you can't achieve them. And I want everybody to understand that we have done tremendously very well with the little resources we are raising every week fundraising. And you see people coming $2, $20, $10, and all that. We have gone very, very far with those little money that we've been raised because every single time goes to Biafra liberation. And don't forget that when you talk about the logistics and all that, you see we have what it takes to protect our land, especially on the security side of the Biafra government. And that's why you are able to see all the heavy machines you are seeing today, because we control the land. And it is important that we have been able to go this far, building this structure that is very solid with a solid foundation. So we need money. And today we have unveiled as a government the IOU loan, which I expect every Biafran to key into that particular project and program, so we can raise money to fight this Nigeria once and for all. I am here to end everything about Biafra war. We can never fight this war and transfer it to our children. Never. We want to fight this war and transfer freedom, liberty, progress, and peace to our children. We can never allow them to inherit this fight again. It will end in this generation, and it requires resources to do that. We have set every foundation and every structure to make it happen. Thank you.
Gentle Hero, do you still have another question? Your hand is up.
It's not a question, it's just a commendation. I would commend him for what he's doing. We have to understand what he's doing and why and how everything is going. I'm watching, I see everything. There's I'm telling you that there are a lot of changes. It's a lot of security, it's a lot of safety that we can see all around us. What I'm just saying is what would boost the economy of the people. So that is why I just put up those 3 items. I mean, the health item doesn't bring fun, but the other 2 were mostly something that will bring in revenue. And we should also, at every point in time, send very clear messages to these guys who are occupying the land that we are not joking when it comes to our people who are into transport, who are into economy. Once they come in with their, whatever mercenaries, whatever activity they have, whatever it is, there should be a message, direct message sent out to them that, hey, you don't go near this place. So whatever means we have to send those messages, we have to make it clear. Let them know that they do not dare go near these areas. That is my own opinion. I understand there's a lot of money involved, money. Yes, but the little money that we have must be protected. We can't allow them to go in and destroy what we already have. No, we can't keep going back and starting all over all the time. So that's why I'm commending the Prime Minister. He's doing a lot. He's doing a lot with the little meager resources he has. And all we have to do is, as much as we have and as much as we can, we should try and support whatever. But we should also tell them, hey, we do not joke with our economy. We do not joke with our transporters. We do not. And these grievances must be respected by us who are fighting this cause. And I understand that a lot of intricacies which I might not be able to say online. So let me just stop now, so I don't overstep my bound.
Thank you. I think we have some more Nigerian is coming in. Let me see. Some more Nigerians. I need to give the mic. We want to hear some hard questions from them. If they will not go into argument. Citizen Dama. Citizen Dama. Yeah, take the mic.
All right, thank you. We have all joined the conversation and getting to this point. I know we must have gotten 1 or 2 from the information, the encouragement, the response of our Prime Minister. And there's always a magic. When you are consistent in anything you are doing, you will make headways. At first, it will look as if it's not possible. But keep doing what you know how best to do. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. You'll find out that before you know it, ways will be paved. That's how God works. So ways have been paved in this Biafra struggle, and it is no longer Nnamdi Kanu, is another person altogether. And we are moving, and that's it. Thank you very much for your time on this very good channel. God bless you all.